Can you daily drive a Porsche 911? This has been a question that's been asked for a very long time, and as Porsche continues to refine the 911 product, it's still an open question for some. Now today I've got a 992 911 Carrera to try and answer that question. We'll go for a quick walk around, I'll show you the beautiful spec on this one, and then we'll take it for a quick drive. So let's take a look at the car we'll be driving. It's got a really nice daily driver spec. This is a 992.2 refreshed base 911 Carrera with 390 horsepower. It's painted in vanadium gray, and it looks ultra gray in the video here, but it does have hints of blue inside of it. The wheels are the optional 20 inches in the front, 21 inches in the rear. It does have the sport exhaust, replacing the 4 pipes around back. Beautiful iconic 911 shape. And where it really gets nice is the interior. This one has the full leather, sandstone, beautiful light color. And I think if you're gonna buy a daily driver spec 911, might as well get a nice interior, because that's where you're gonna experience the car most of the time. And this lighter color sandstone is absolutely gorgeous with the contrasting black on the side there. You do get the stitching that continues up there on the dash. The leather extends all the way to the lower dash. Sport button response right there on the steering wheel. This is new for 2025. And of course, the LCD screen. If you're interested in a full review, I will link it down in the description below. So that's it. Now let's take it for a quick spin and see why someone would, or maybe even wouldn't, want to drive this on a daily basis. All right, so let's take this thing for a spin, and what better environment to test the daily drivability of a Porsche 911 than the streets of downtown LA. Exiting this building, driving it around on the rough roads. I think this is a perfect test. So let's turn this thing on. Car's already been warmed up. And as I back up, one of the general usability, backup camera is fantastic, high resolution. I don't even have to look over my shoulder. I do have several different viewing angles. It's giving me a 360. I could even see the car. How cool is that? You get to look at your 911 as you're driving away. Really nicely done there. So as I'm exiting this, no drama, just like a regular car. It does feel a little bumpier than a sedan or something like that as I'm exiting, but I'll tell you a little bit more about that here in a second. Let's lower the window. Like an executive exiting work late in the afternoon. My parking sensors won't shut up, but let's see now. All right, here we go. First test, driveway. Sports car exiting the driveway, driveway clearance. Let's try and take it at an angle. No scraping. This does not have front lift. No drama yet again. And here we go. So this is going to be our first test. I'm very familiar with these roads, and I'm specifically going to stay in this lane here, this left lane going down one-way roads in downtown LA, because this specific area is very, very bumpy and rocky. So let's say, what mode are we in? We are, where's the car? Here we go. Chassis, everything is in normal. Okay, here we go. Roads, bumpy. You can see me moving. I'm not exaggerating any movements. I definitely feel it coming through. Okay, not bad, but obviously I am bumping around here, you can see. So this is one of the things I always like to tell people about the 911 and daily drivability. It's not terrible, okay? It's not bad, because you should expect that this is a sports car. It's going to give you some bumps along the way, but I'm going to table that for a second. And the beauties of a 911 is having all the power and a drive mode sport response button. Let's go. Tunnel. So exhilarating. And it's so effortless. Okay. Just that by itself is enough reason for you to want to daily drive a 911. I mean, This is the base model with not even 400 horsepower, and it is still blisteringly fast. And the PDK makes it so easy to drive fast in a city driving setting. It's just fantastic. But let me go back to the comfort area and kind of relate it to the bumpy roads I was driving on back there. So the 911 is still a sports car. After all, in the 2025 model, they kind of give it to you base without any back seats. You have to option it in. So sports car, right? So therefore, you should expect this thing to be rougher than a regular car, or not ride as comfortably as a regular car. But one of the things, the secret sauce of the 911 is that, yes, it is a sports car, but it rides relatively well for a sports car. A car that can canyon carve and basically blow the doors off of 99% of the cars out there. This thing rides beautifully. And now I'm on much smoother roads here in downtown LA. And if you're familiar with the area, I am going down Flower and 4th Street. So yeah, when you're driving it on regular roads or moderately paved roads, it is very smooth. The hidden sauce also in the daily drivability of this car is the fact that the seat is comfortable. This is the regular 4-way seat, and it fits me perfectly. I'm 5'11", about 195, 200 pounds, and it fits me beautifully. It is a supportive seat, but still comfortable. It's not a sofa seat. Again, check your expectation, but relative to a sports car seat, something that has a purpose of holding you in while you're driving fast, the dual purpose of daily drivability is also built into the seat. And then if you go into the 14 and the 18-way seats, some people like those much more, and they say they're more comfortable than the regular base seat as well. But driving it here in normal mode, everything, I mean, it's totally understandable how somebody would want to drive this on a daily basis. You've got the engine rumbling in the back. It is a refined experience. So think of it this way. The Porsche 911, I believe, came out in 1963. So it's 60 plus years of refinement. And Porsche takes that very seriously. They listen to their customers, and they deliver on what their customers want. So all of that refinement made it into this car, and in this .2 and the 992 generation, the car has grown a little bit, so you don't feel claustrophobic inside like you did in some of the prior 911s that were really just focused on sporty driving. And here now you get a nice interior. This one is spec'd with a beautiful full leather, as I showed earlier, and it's just a wonderful driving experience. From the driver's seat, you have a great greenhouse. It's kind of like that fishbowl look, and you got great visibility outside. This is kind of contrary to what some people say against the competition of this car, the closest competition, at least in my opinion, which is the Corvette. The C8 Corvette feels a little bit more cramped inside, a little bit more sports car feeling than the Porsche 911 does. But this is, I think, the perfect daily driver for a sports car. And because of the overall comfort, the interior, the high quality, and one of the things that I want to mention here, I did talk about the Corvette here, one of the things that separates this car from the Corvette is absolutely its quality and the refinement of this car. The Corvette's quality has come a long way in the C8 generation, but the refinement in a Porsche 911 and the quality that you get specifically, I mean, in this spec with the leather and the stitching, it's beautiful, impeccably put together. It just feels so solid and nice to drive. So paired all of that and combine all of that together with the speed that you get and the exclusivity of a Porsche 911, the Porsche brand name, the luxury and the prestige that comes along with that, and the heritage. Let's not forget about that. I mean, it just makes for a great daily driver. So yes, it is very expensive. These base models now are what, $125,000, $130,000, and some could argue that, hey, I could buy two cars for the price of that. But I think the Porsche 911 delivers an experience similar to, say, a Mercedes G-Wagon, where it's very hard to replicate that experience in another car. And once you get into a Porsche and you drive it, you quickly realize that there's something different going on here. And then somehow that $130,000 price tag somewhat gets muddled and mixed in, and it starts making sense. Now, I'm not advocating for all the price increases that have been happening lately. $130,000 is an expensive car, but at least you're getting all of what I've been telling you about, and you're getting this fantastic driving experience that is a true sports car, but it doesn't beat you up. It's refined, it's easy to drive on a daily basis, everything works seamlessly. You have a wonderful infotainment system, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all of these great things. The PDK is super easy to drive and fantastic in city driving. It's just, I mean, there's a reason for it. There's a reason why people say drive the 911 and then you'll understand. And then to layer on top of it, can you drive it on a daily basis? Yes, absolutely. You just need to make sure you're not expecting a sedan type ride, because it is still a sports car, but a very comfortable one. So that's all I've got. If you're interested in a Porsche 911, this one I'm driving is at Porsche of downtown LA. They have a wide selection of 992 911s. So give them a call. I'll link their information in the description below, and get yourself into one of these 911s. If you're thinking about daily driving one of them, don't think twice. It works. It really does. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, drive steady.